if you haven't noticed by now, I love all of our living creatures, all of our oneness and living soul that is alive right now in this moment in time and all moments in time. But I want to try to show you mentally, if you will close your eyes with me and follow along. Now, there are many different nationalities, and take your nationality for your own instance, and I'm only going to use as many as I can think of. But think of the majority of the constant words and letters you use in your common wording now, and realize that language sets and dialects and stuff like that have certain sounds, ticks, and rhythmic patterns that they make your mouth move to. Now, really overemphasize how your lips move. Keep your eyes closed and just move your mouth and say a few words that maybe are some of your orogenic words, or your words that come from your family tree's ancestors from overseas, or if you're still whatever we would say Korean or European or Japanese or Jamaican or Chinese or Mexican, or from California down back home, or up in Boston and over in Australia, and do all those kind of things. I'm not trying to say it but to make fun of it, but keep your eyes closed and move your mouth, really exaggerating, and realize that the reason people's faces shape certain ways is like Germany, they have like that shape of jaw, that shape of head, that shape of body, that shape of vibration from the way they said their dominant words, letters, vowels, sounds, their movements, their customs. Like, these are all math problems. And when you dive into your mind deep on subjects like that, you literally start seeing it in everything you look at. Your mind is more of a calculator than a calculator. That's how a calculator works, because one mind made it, and every other mind didn't have to worry about thinking of how to create it. But it didn't mean that if you dove into it, that you couldn't learn how a calculator works, because there are people that do it. There are people who solve problems of math like a calculator. And like I said, I could, if I wanted to, study how to do it in this body and save it to my cells. Like, you are a walking cellular memory, and you know this now. You've always known it, but you never heard it said that easily. Like, your phone has cells in it, but you have more, way more than your phone. They're in every skin cell of your body. Like, they're in your eyes. You don't have to look at something to see it. You just have to look at something to physically see it. You have a metaphysical seeing, and you have a virtual physical seeing. Like, if you have some fake thing, that's physically virtual, but you have a mental virtual screen, and you can turn it off and on and work on building it and seeing it and fine-tuning it and knowing if it's real or not. And after a period of time and having your body clean enough, it really does tell you exactly where everything is in time and space. And you just see how the patterns that plants use to form their leaves, and why nature would go this way, and why chi and energy would flow like this or flow like that. Where you go against the wind or with the wind at certain times, or you have to challenge yourself. But it's not like against other people. It's nature, and it's flowing with nature.